Alright guys, hello everybody, Riley here with the T-Storm Chasers, back here for another weather video. Let's go ahead and jump into it here. Let's take a look. As you can see here on the current radar picture, there is nothing going on yet on the radar picture. It is a nice sunny day out there. Temps are as warm as we've seen for about a week or so now. Temps are in the low 30s. We got 32 degrees in Sioux Falls. We got 32 in Mitchell as well. We got 34 in Chamberlain. We got 43 out in Rapid City. It is obviously warmer out in southwestern South Dakota, also down into Iowa and Nebraska. Nebraska, in fact, a 61 degree reading down in North Platte right now. These are all live temps. These are all current temperatures. 45 in Sioux City, 45 as well in Des Moines, 54 in Grand Island, 46 in Omaha. Now, that's the warm side of this. Now, Sioux Falls is kind of in that in-between zone right now of temperatures. Now, if you look to the north, you got Brookings, significantly cooler at 21, and then you go to Watertown, it just keeps getting colder. We got 14 in Watertown, and then up in Sisseton area, we got 12 degrees up here near the Sisseton area. So it is very cold up in northeastern South Dakota into North Dakota and northern Minnesota. Very cool air. And that is the cold front that is going to be making its way south and eventually going to be coming through the Sioux Falls area later this afternoon. Also, if you've been outside today, it is very, very, very windy out there. We got sustained winds at 40 miles per hour and wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour across the Sioux Falls area. And really, it's the majority of this whole region here. Eastern South Dakota, western Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska. In fact, let me see if I can pull up the wind advisory that is currently in effect here. But it has been extremely windy today. Try your best to driving through this. I noticed on my way here, on my way to the studio, it was very windy, and it was moving my car a little bit. But it wasn't anything extreme or unmanageable. But just be careful. Just take some extra precautions out there today and tonight. Today and tonight will be windy. But good news is, starting on tomorrow, that wind is going to finally die down, so we won't have to worry about it. Let me go ahead and pull up that wind advisory to show you guys where it's at and what time it goes until. Okay, so let's run through this real quick, and then we'll jump to the model runs. I did want to show you guys this. Here is your wind advisory that is issued until 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time tonight. It does include Central South Dakota, Mulbridge, Pierre, Winter, and then Eastern South Dakota, Aberdeen, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and then Northeastern Nebraska, Norfolk, Nebraska areas, Sioux City, and then parts of Iowa, northern Iowa there, Fort Dodge, Mason City, and then up in Minnesota, Wilmer, the cities, New Ulm, Rochester, up towards Brainerd, Duluth, and then points east. All of these areas in the tan shaded areas is where we do have that wind advisory for the wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. And we have seen those wind gusts today. It has been extremely windy out there, so just please be careful out there. Be careful when you're driving. Be careful just being outside, as these wind gusts are no joke. They are very strong winds, up to 60 miles per hour. And again, that's thunder. That's severe thunderstorm wind gusts. When we were talking about 60 mile per hour winds, so it's nothing to take lightly. Again, that is severe thunderstorm wind gusts. So that is the latest there on that wind advisory. Again, that's for our whole region, basically. I mean, covers the four states, and in Sioux Falls is right smack dab in the middle of this. So again, this is in effect until 9 o'clock tonight. Now, I will say, after this expires, we're still going to have strong wind gusts, but it's not going to be as bad, not as extreme as what we've been seeing. So wind gusts will only be, around maybe 40 miles per hour for the peak max wind gusts. So that is the latest there on your wind advisory. All right, so let's go ahead and show you guys a look at the Futurecast radar picture here for you over the next several days. Let's start us out with today, and as you can see, pretty calm today, nothing going on. But then as we get towards tomorrow morning, there could be some snow showers up in the far northeastern corner of South Dakota, as well as western Minnesota. And then that will continue to push south towards southern Minnesota, northeast South Dakota, maybe central South Dakota. Again, those are just some snow showers. We're not looking at any real accumulation out of that, but it is possible. So just keep that in the back of your mind there. And then maybe towards northwestern South Dakota by Thursday morning, into your day on Thursday, as you can see there from just in between Buffalo and Mulbridge, South Dakota there, another area where we could see some snow. Let's go ahead and show the more long-range forecast here for you. Run this out here. Again, you know, that could clip the Sioux Falls area on Wednesday, for this weekend. Let's go ahead right there. This could clip the Sioux Falls area by this weekend. So really we're not looking at much going on until we hit Sunday. As you can see, Sunday morning there across western South Dakota, Black Hills region, and then up in north central South Dakota there with some rain/snow showers. And then that'll push east, and as you can see up there by the Aberdeen area with some rain showers on Sunday. And then maybe another hit of some snow out west and towards the Black Hills area. And there could central Minnesota and northeastern South Dakota with some rain showers. And then that will shift, and right there, as you can see, Black Hills region with some snow on Sunday night, and then another system comes in, and northwestern South Dakota there with some more snow Monday morning, and then that will shift east towards north central South Dakota. So we're just things are going to get more active starting this weekend, when it will be warmer out there, and Sioux Falls could get clipped by some of this stuff too, but we're not looking at any real accumulation. And then maybe towards next Wednesday, maybe another system, as you can see here out in western South Dakota, another snow system possible. And again, take this with a grain of salt. This is still a week out, so you know it's not looking very likely at this point, but it is possible. So but the jury's still out on that. But I did want to show you guys that over the next several days for the weather forecast. Again, overall fairly dry, but we do have some hit or miss snow chances here and there that'll pop up, and the best chance looking to be this upcoming Sunday across western South Dakota and then northern and northeastern South Dakota. Sioux Falls area won't get a whole lot of moisture over the next 10 days, and we'll show you guys the 10-day forecast coming up here a little later. All right, now we're going to take a look at the temperatures over the next several days, what you can expect. This is the current picture, obviously. Sioux Falls area in the low 30s there, near freezing. And it's obviously north of Sioux Falls is much colder, and south of Sioux Falls is much warmer. So we're kind of in that middle ground of temps there, with temps in the low to mid 30s. But as we run this out here, towards tonight, as you can see, that cold Arctic air will be returning and be heading into the Sioux Falls area, with temps falling into the teens by this evening, and then overnight lows back into the single digits, as you can see there, near 8 for Sioux Falls. And temps northeastern South Dakota near Sisseton near 0 for overnight lows. That's not wind chill, that is strictly temps. And then for your day tomorrow, will be much colder. We'll have temps in the teens and 20s across much of the region. 30s and 40s, though, out in western and southwestern South Dakota and western Nebraska. So if you like warmer weather, go out to Nebraska, as we will have warmer temps there in the Panhandle. And then for Thursday night, overnight lows in the teens. And then for your day on Friday, it will be warmer. We'll have temps in the 30s and 40s across much of the region. We'll have 20s in northeastern South Dakota. Excuse me. And then as we get towards your day on Saturday, we do have a warm-up in sight. If you like warmer weather, this weekend is going to be perfect for you. We'll have temps in the mid to upper 40s in the Sioux Falls area. We'll have temps in the 50s to 60 degrees across the rest of the region. That's most of Nebraska and central and western South Dakota. It's going to be very, very nice weather. And then as we get towards Sunday, more or less the same thing. It'll be about the same in Sioux Falls, mid to upper 40s. We'll have temps in the 50s across much of Iowa. Temps will be in the 30s and 40s across Minnesota. 30s, 40s, and 50s across South Dakota, with the warmest temps being out in western South Dakota. And then down in Nebraska, we'll have temps in the upper 50s to low 60s. Very pleasant weather. But it's not going to last very long. Starting on Monday, it's already going to be cooler. We'll have temps in the low 40s across the Sioux Falls area. Still warm for this time of the year. But on the back side of that, as you can see, western South Dakota with that cold air coming back in with temps in the 20s already. And then temps in the 40s and across Nebraska and Iowa. And then for next Tuesday, there's that colder weather. We'll have temps in the teens and 20s across much of the area. And then for Wednesday of next week, that's a week out, we'll have temps rebounding a little bit back into the 30s. And then Thursday, after that, we'll see what happens. Could get a little warmer again, could be a little colder. It might just be a roller coaster ride from here on out with temps, the way things are looking. So that is the latest there on the temperatures. Now I do want to go ahead and show you guys the wind chill outlook here. Specifically for tonight. Tonight, as you can see right here, there's your overnight lows in terms of wind chill factor. A -6 wind chill in Sioux Falls tonight. -11 in Brookings, -13 in Watertown. Those are just those are the wind chills. What it's going to feel like tonight into tomorrow morning. So very, very cold Arctic air coming through our region across across Iowa, eastern Nebraska, central and eastern South Dakota, and then in Minnesota. As that cold Arctic air comes south towards us, we will have overnight lows and morning temps in terms of wind chill factor will be much below 0. And after that, it won't be as bad until we get to next week. Next week we could see a little more Arctic air for wind chills, but that is about it there for the wind chill map. I just want to illustrate that it's specifically tonight into tomorrow morning is going to be the coldest weather that we're going to be seeing for quite some time for this 10-day and extended period. All right, lastly here, we'll close this out here with your 10-day outlook for our area. Again, this T-Storm Chasers coverage area, the Sioux Falls area, this is where we're stationed. So we're going to go ahead and show you this area here. So again, temps will be dropping today with temps falling into the teens by tonight and even overnight lows in the single digits with wind chills in the minuses. And then for tomorrow, temps will be in the teens and then overnight lows back in near 13. And then after that, for your weekend, it will warm up. We'll have temps in the mid-30s on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday are going to be very pleasant. We'll have upper 40s for highs and overnight lows near 30. And again, no moisture in the forecast as of now for the Sioux Falls area. And then next week we'll have temps in the 20s and 30s for highs. So that's the latest here from the T-Storm Chasers. Again, continuing to follow us on our social media accounts. We got Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and the YouTube channel that this video will be dropping on. And we do have the 24-hour live stream that continues 7 days a week to give you guys the latest up-to-date weather information and for our region. So that is the latest, and you all stay safe out there and have a great rest of your day.